Drawing pie charts. Read the question first. A hospital collected data on the age group of each of 120 people that were treated as outpatients on a particular day. The results are summarised below. So in age group, preschool, there were 18 people. School, there were 24. 60 and over, there were 35 people. And then there were 43 that were other age. First thing you need to do is add up the number of people. So when we add up the number of people, okay, 8 add 4 is 12, add 5 is 17, add 3 is 20. Put the 0 down and carry the 2. 1 add 2 is 3, add 3 is 6, add 4 is 10, add the 2 you're carrying is 120. We know it's 120 because it tells us in the question. It doesn't always tell us in the question, so that's why I showed you how you add it up. Once you add up the question, okay, there are 360 degrees in the pie chart. So when you look in the pie charts, each person is always 360 degrees divided by your total. So in this case, it's 360 divided by 120. You're allowed a calculator for this, but if you weren't, you cross the zeros off. How many 12s in 36? 3. So every single person is 3. So that means now we have to multiply all our values in our table by this answer, which is 3. So if I do an 18 times 3, you're allowed a calculator. 18 times 3 is 54. 24 times 3 is 72 degrees. 35 times 3 is 105 degrees. 43 times 3 is 129 degrees. What you always have to do now is a line straight up from the center of the circle to the top. To draw a pie chart now, you start with the first angle, and it's important the center dot of the protractor always goes on the center dot of the pie of the circle. The line always lines up with 0. And because 0 is on the outside, we're using the outside numbers. So I'm starting with 54. So 54 degrees would be here. So I'm going around and I'm measuring 54 degrees, okay? Because 54 was just past 50. It goes 51, 52, 53, 54. So I mark it, join it up, and write preschool in that category. My second angle is 72 degrees. So I put my protractor on the dot in the center. Note now goes on the line you've just drawn, on the mark you've just drawn. We still always use the outside because note is on the outside. We go around to 72. So you can see 70 is here, 71, 72. I mark 72, join it up to the center of the circle, and that section is school. The third one, 60 and over, is 105. So I put my dot on the center, note on my last line, and I'm going round to 105. So 105 goes over there. It's between, again, outside numbers. It's between 100 and 110. We mark 105, draw a line up to the center, and that is 60 and over. And our final one should be at 129 degrees, so we can check. We put 0 on the line, we're going round, all right, making sure we check in. Okay, 0 on the line, and it's around 129 degrees, and that one is called others. The second bit here, the two pie charts below show the ratio between the number of girls and the number of boys in each of two different classes. There are more girls in Class B than Class A. Complete the table below to show a possible set of numbers that will satisfy all of the above information. So what could satisfy this? If you're looking at this first one here, okay, the ratio of girls, there are 3/4 of them are girls. So that means there's 3 girls for every boy. Because for every girl there, there's 3 of them to 1 boy. Because it's three sections, because the pie chart has been split up into 4, and 3 of them are girls, 1 of them a boy. Or as a fraction, the fraction of girls are 3/4. Right, there are more girls in Class B than Class A. You'd be looking at that on your diagram and you'd be thinking, because that's the proportion of girls there is a half, you'd be thinking that can't be true. But what you've got to think about is Class B could be much bigger. That could be a huge class of, say, 40 people. So if Class B was that situation there, 40 people in the class, then in Class B, because it's the same number of boys and girls, there could be 20 boys and 20 girls. Whereas this class here, okay, might be a smaller class. It might only be 20 people in that class. So if there were 20 people in that class, each quarter, 20 divided by 4 would be 5. So that means 5 of them would be boys, and then you'd have 5, 10, 15 girls. Okay, and that's how you do pie chart questions.